The universe communicates in subtle ways, and often, our greatest transformation begins unexpectedly, like a small sign that catches our attention, just like this video you're watching now. This video could be the starting point for a completely new perspective on your life and who you truly are. All you need to do is give it a chance and watch it to the end. We will present 5 key points that will lead you to a spiritual awakening about your own being through knowledge. But before that, we just ask for your like. It takes a second and helps motivate us to continue creating content like this. Additionally, it helps spread this message to others, just as it came to you. Now that you've done that, let's get straight to the point. If you've come this far, at some point in your life, you must have started questioning if what you're living is all that life has to offer. You begin to ask yourself, what if I'm not just here to go through this routine, but for something greater? The first key point is about the illusion of personal identity. What many people don't realize is that our personal identity is, in fact, a mask. Throughout life, we create an image of ourselves based on experiences, judgments from others, and social expectations. This construction is important for interacting with the material world, but spiritually, it is merely a projection of our essence, a facade that, over time, begins to crumble, and when that happens, we encounter something much greater, deeper, and truer than we could imagine. Imagine that, throughout your life, you've been living in a scenario where everything you see is a play, and you, unknowingly, are one of the actors. But when the curtain rises, you realize that the spectacle is much larger than what was shown to you. The moment you begin to question the identity you've built, you start opening up to a broader understanding of your being. This is the turning point where the truth begins to be revealed, and you start seeing beyond the illusion of personal identity, realizing your true connection to the spiritual. The second key point is about the age of the body and the age of the soul. When we look in the mirror, we see the marks of time, wrinkles, gray hair, and the signs of our physical journey. However, this does not reflect our true essence. The soul, our true nature, transcends time and matter. It does not age, it does not suffer, and it is not limited by the passing of years. The soul is timeless, and its learning and evolution are shaped by spiritual experiences, not physical changes. While the body is destined to wear out, the soul carries with it the wisdom gained from countless lifetimes. Each life is an opportunity to deepen self-awareness and strengthen our connection with the spiritual. The soul accumulates experiences from many cycles of existence, learning, growing, and evolving to higher levels of consciousness. Therefore, it does not matter how many years we have physically. What truly matters is how much we have evolved spiritually. The third key point is about being spiritual extraterrestrials. The idea that the soul doesn't belong to Earth may sound strange to many, but from a spiritual perspective, it carries a profound truth. The soul is a divine spark from higher spiritual realms, far beyond the limitations of the material world. When we are born, it descends to Earth, experiencing human life, but its origin is from higher planes. Earth is merely a place of passage, a temporary experience for learning and spiritual evolution. This feeling of not belonging that many people feel is actually a reflection of this disconnection between our true spiritual essence and the material environment we find ourselves in. Despite being immersed in this material world, our origin remains in other realms, where our essence is constantly developing. Just as a fish out of water feels discomfort in an unfamiliar environment, the soul often feels a sense of alienation or not being from here. This feeling is not a mistake or a flaw. It is a reflection of our true nature, which transcends the physical limits of Earth. It is the sensation of being more than the roles and labels society imposes on us. Understanding that we are spiritual extraterrestrials helps us see life with new eyes. Earth is not our permanent home but a field of experiences, and the greater purpose is not to accumulate material wealth or achieve status, but to evolve spiritually, understanding who we are in our divine essence. With this perception, we can free ourselves from the constraints of the material world and live more authentically, focusing on what truly matters, our spiritual journey and connection with the Creator. The fourth key point is about the soul's experiences on other inhabited planets. The soul, as an eternal being, is not limited to a single life on Earth. Throughout its incarnations, it travels through different material and spiritual realms, living experiences on multiple planets and dimensions. Earth is just one point in the vast journey of the soul, one of many fields where it seeks self-knowledge and evolution. Many people believe that Earth is the soul's only dwelling, but from a broader spiritual perspective, the soul has lived many existences and may have lived on other planets. inhabiting different forms of intelligent life, each with its own challenges and lessons. On other worlds, the soul may have experienced realities very different from our own, with distinct universal laws, more evolved or superior forms of life, and even different types of spiritual challenges. Each planet offers a unique opportunity for learning. The experiences gained on other worlds contribute to the soul's continuous growth, and when it returns to Earth, it brings deeper wisdom, even if it is not always conscious of it. Understanding that we are just one of the many experiences the soul has already lived can change the way we view our current existence. Our evolution is not limited to Earth but extends throughout the universe, in an unending quest for spiritual awakening and connection with the divine. Finally, the fifth key point is about the true mission of the soul. The primary purpose of our existence on Earth is not simply to accumulate material experiences or follow a path of physical achievements, but to recognize our true nature and our place in the universe. This awakening requires the soul to detach from the illusions that surround it, from the distractions of the material world, and turn inward. Throughout its incarnations, the soul undergoes a series of experiences that help it understand its spiritual purpose more deeply. Life on Earth, with its highs and lows, challenges and victories, is just one part of an ongoing evolutionary process. As the soul awakens, it prepares for departure, not with fear or anguish, but with the understanding that death is merely a transition, a change of state. It is not the end but a stage in the evolutionary process. The true goal of the soul is to understand that it is immortal, that its journey has no end, and that it is always in motion, evolving to higher planes of consciousness. Spiritual awakening is, therefore, the key to freeing the soul from the illusion of matter and allowing it to continue its mission beyond the limitations of this earthly plane. If this video resonated with you, share it with someone or in a spiritual group you are part of. Also, leave a comment on what you thought of these 5 key points and whether it made you reflect, as that was the goal of this video. Remember to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to keep receiving more content that will guide you on this journey of evolution. See you in the next video. Peace profound.